Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. And again, I love that you use adrenaline juggling because, yeah, I'm a very active person and I love that experience. And I do believe life is a full body experiment and experience.
Mm,
And yet, I do think it is insidious in our culture, especially the success driven individuals, whether executive, entrepreneur, whatever capacity, that there is a need and a time and a place, like you said, to recalibrate and to
mm,
tune into, present moment awareness. Again, the mindfulness aspect of like, and even pausing to say, wow, look what I just did. Like,
mm,
look what I
mm,
created. And it's in those quiet moments that, I have this signature process called the happiness prism that includes play, then peace, then progress. Because in peace, and it's purposefully in that order, but it's in peace that we get the quiet moment of, yes, celebration, but also the quiet moment of, what is next? And that's when
mm.
we can have that full clarity. And that's really like tuning into that larger part of us, whatever beliefs are non-religious. This is completely, acknowledging a spiritual aspect, that there's something more and beyond our own brains. I mean, part of when I actually connected with peace in my happiness prism process was actually when I was in hospital the night before I had the Fruit Loop moment. And
Mm.
that's when I sat down and I'm just looking at my son. And I was just, that's when the first time I really looked up and asked for help because I couldn't think my way out of this. Up until then, I had done numerous amounts of personal growth, mindset work, and so forth. But there comes a time when you can't think your way through something. And when you're so busy doing, adrenaline, the next high, there's two things happening. It's missing the whisper of your soul and what might be next. But there's also a missing out of being present in the experience. And I think that's where a lot of people who are so focused on the adrenaline and the win are kind of missing
I'm
some of those
missing out.
quiet times
Yeah, yeah.
within themselves, but also within their families, within their friendship circles, and within their communities, because there's more to this life than achievement.
And before we came on, what that was one of the things that you were specifically saying is that there was an example of somebody who I know shared with you that they had forgotten somebody really important in their life in terms of their birthday. And I think, one-off experiences like that are always forgivable if you've just got super busy, because at the end of the day, all of us go through phases of that. But I think what we're saying in so many words is it's vital to remember that the world is more about just you. The world is often grounded through you via your family, and your family connect you to the things that you really care about. So being able to take the priority of their time with you, or what you give to them as a priority, is really important in the two-way process of what it is that we do when we connect with others. It isn't just about us, and most of us are not isolates by choice. We need other people.
Right.
So there is something to be said for the fact that we were an individual before we got married, before we had children. So therefore, there's always going to be some part of us that is still this individual and will want to do things for ourselves. But on the whole, we don't want to live on our own or be alone. And I think, therefore, both of us have recognized the value and the importance in what it is that you value, and family are on the top of that list.